to expand on what you just mentioned there, making your side more adaptable, you talked about giving more simple messages at the start of the season, making it a bit more complicated now. What does that kind of translate to on the training ground? Can you give a few examples?
Yeah, so I've managed to find something that is a good base for them, so they now understand that, yeah, if I'm not there to help you and you can't hear me or whatever it may be, this is where we start from, which has helped them. They've managed to use that well. Did some real good work on that sort of from West Ham, but also in the build up to West Ham out of possession has been much better. But then there will be situations like today where teams can cause you complicated problems. Unfortunately for the lads, that is where the game is, and I can't just give them one size fits all. There is some stuff that they're going to need to be adaptable in, and they just learn all the time. So we've used that second half or second part of the game structure before. We've used it here against a couple of teams, and you could see it. They took it really well. So training ground is, let's work on what our ideal looks like first, but then we're starting to have a couple of others that the lads understand pretty well now, that when I go to them, they pick it up more quickly than they did. So pleased with where they are. There'll be more tests, I'm sure, but today was a real good sign for me on this was plan A. Chelsea didn't come quite how we expected. Moved to the next plan. Lads took it really well. Went to another plan later on where obviously we were trying to see the game out, and the lads did really well in that. So 3 or 4 good structures that the lads managed to carry out today.
You mentioned it's a small group. Do you expect there to be changes for the Brentford game, just in terms of recovering the players for a few days?
Yeah, I'll look at. We have players that are ready to play that haven't played, so opportunity to change it a little bit. See how the boys recover. Difficult one to know at this moment. Obviously, just having come off the pitch, the boys seem fine. They're doing a recovery now. So let's see how they get on. As you sort of saw today, as I mentioned, we called up a couple of the young lads late this morning. I hope they didn't go out last night enjoying their Christmas spell. We had to call them up late this morning. Hopefully we can get a few back. I don't know, Jean maybe, he was ill today. Booba's had some pain in his sort of pelvis, but has started to do some work. Obviously Pedro should be in the squad, so hopefully the squad will look a little bit deeper than it did today. But will be tough for us. Most teams have 8 days to play these 3 festive fixtures, and we only have 6. So with the smallest or one of the smallest senior groups in the league, it will be a test for us, definitely. But boys understand it, looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how they get on. I'm looking forward to saying, okay, we're going to go to Brentford. We're going to be more tired than Brentford because they've had no game and we've had a big test. That's no excuse not to be ready. So looking forward to seeing how we cope with the 3 games.
And just ask one from you. You mentioned where the club were at this summer in terms of having to sell players. Do you hope that you can bring in a few in January to kind of build on the start you've had this season?
Yeah, I think it was clear that this season was going to be sort of one where we try and consolidate financially. I understood that when I took it, so that doesn't mean that we're not going to do anything in January. It means that we'll be trying to be sensible with what we do, and maybe some going out, couple coming in. There won't be anything sort of groundbreaking. I wouldn't have thought. I wouldn't expect too many massive ones arriving, but we'll try and do some work to cover some areas where the group are a bit short. With a view to trying to improve between now and the end of the season, and then hopefully in the summer things start to look a little bit better on that side for us, and we can be a little bit more adventurous. Okay.
Hi, Darren.
Hi.
Christmas Day off for everyone then?
Everyone apart from me, probably. Yeah, so lads will be off. I've got a lot to do this evening on. Lads need a plan delivered to them on Boxing Day morning around how we go about Brentford, so I'm looking forward to it though. I'll spend some time, of course, with my family, and today's result helps with that. Enjoy Christmas Day, but the nature of the work that we do is it doesn't stop. We've got a massive game, 3 points available at Brentford, and we're doing some work tonight on Brentford and definitely tomorrow as well. But the lads will have a recovery day tomorrow, so there won't be too much work for them to do. They'll get their recovery stuff done, enjoy the rest of the days with their family, which they've earned, and then switch our brains back onto business again on Boxing Day.
Mario dedicated his goal today to his father, who's in hospital at the moment. How are you trying to support him with that at the moment?
Yeah, obviously really difficult and sad situation for him. and he's had another spell or so earlier this season where he had some difficult news and times to get through. So he knows he has my full support in all of that. Whatever he needs from me, these things are obviously bigger than football. So whatever he needs from me is, if you want to talk about it, come and talk to me. If you need me to shut up and let you crack on with what you're doing, then that's no problem. If you need time away, no problem. So Mario knows we have a really good relationship, and his performance today tells me that he was in a really good place to go and attack a game of football. And we wish him and his family well, of course, with the situation, and he'll get whatever he needs from us in terms of support.
Home form's been brilliant, as you mentioned. Away, it's been a tougher nut to crack without being disastrous by any means. How do you assess Brentford?
Yeah, it will be a tough game, of course. A really good manager that has done a fantastic job at the football club. So it will be a tough test. If I look at our away games, a lot of late losses in there. Sheffield United didn't deserve to lose to a late goal. Fulham probably didn't deserve to lose to a late goal. Arsenal, not a bad performance against obviously an incredibly good side. So a couple of more disappointing ones in there. Crystal Palace was a disappointing day for us on the road. Obviously very early in my sort of time here. And West Ham, obviously, really disappointed with the goals. So away form, of course, need the results to improve. But in most of them, we've been in and around the game and just need to find a way to, if we're as intelligent as we were second half of our use of the ball and our decision making, I'm sure we can turn those close games into ones that we start to take points from.
Hey, Kerry, just on what you mentioned about Christmas and working, just generally in your experience as a player, now as a manager, and with the intense sort of matches, hotels, whatever, do you reckon players and managers get to spend enough time with their families during the season, or do you think it's quite hard and something that people don't appreciate?
No, I don't spend a lot of time with my family, but obviously there are incredible upsides to what we do as well. So, it's not something that I want to complain around because it's what you sign up for. I understand what it is, and my family are fine. They find enough time they support me incredibly well, the family, with what I do as well. They come to every single game. Ipswich on a Tuesday night, they were there. Today, they were here. So get incredible support from them. They understand how important it is to us, what I do. So, it's the nature of the job that everyone understands it now. So, of course, in other countries now, they're having winter breaks and things where you see lads getting away with their family over Christmas, and if that ever comes in, no problem. I'm happy to do that. But as it is at the moment, no problem either. So, happy to work and make sure we're ready for Brentford.
As happy as you are to work, do you just think that generally people outside this room may not understand that sort of dynamic effect on players?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess people understand because they see how busy the fixtures are over Christmas. Maybe until you're in working in it, you don't understand the work that maybe goes into preparing for a game. So there is a lot of work that goes in over. Tonight I'll be doing Brentford. Tomorrow I'll be doing Brentford. Need to review this game as well at some point. So, but I am looking forward to it. I'll have some turkey and some chocolate, I'm sure, while watching Brentford. All right.
Good question.
Sorry, just one more on Mario. Again, we were talking about Christmas and families, but there's a human side to football players. I mean, even you're talking about preparing for Brentford. Football's all about the next game. As a manager, is it important to remember there are human beings that you're dealing with as well as just footballers and the next game?
Yeah, no, and I think one of the benefits I have sat in this seat is that it's getting longer ago, but it wasn't long ago that I was still playing. I played till I was 37, I think, and I'm only 40 now. So I know exactly how it feels to be where they are. The game moves quick, so they still do stuff now that I never saw when I was in the changing room, but that I understand how they feel generally. And I think they know me well enough now that they get a really fair assessment, or they get treated really fairly by me, so they know if there is something that they need from me, they can come and ask, the door's open, but they also know that when it's time to work, I expect it to be full throttle and where it needs to be. So, they're a great group. I love supporting them. I love being able to help them with certain things, and With the Mario situation, as I said, is if Mario rang me this morning and said I can't play today, I need to go and see my father who's sick. No problem at all. No problem. Some things are much bigger than football, and I understand that. So obviously, am I pleased that he was available and that he put in the performance he did? I am, but you're right. They are humans, and there is always stuff going on in everyone's life, and it's important that I support them with that, as well as whether we're a 4-4-2 or a 3-2-5. There's a lot of other stuff that they need from me as well. Okay, Merry Christmas, guys. Have a good one. Thank you.